Yeah, for sure. You start.
All right. So I had two. One was this Baba. Last week we were buying this 180, and the only really thing that I was annoyed about myself was normally we had that sick first day where it, gapped up above 180, ripped $4. When it was at 184, we had guys who wanted to buy 184. Everyone thought it was going to 200, and we had to kind of check that. And it was like, break even stop. We'll see what it does.
Right.
And the only thing I'm annoyed about is that I gave it like an extra dollar. So instead of it being break even, 179.89, losing nothing, I gave it like a random $1. So I lost $1 in the trade, which should have just been a break-even trade. So that's just more like it just pissed me off that I lost money when it should have really been just a break-even trade. But I'll still buy 180 again. It probably is going to need some time out there, just getting smoked down through it today. And then the second one was just Ulta, which was similar to Tom looking at that ALGN, which again it's not top right. It's kind of that support buyback. And this was one where I bought through 230. The real out was 6 points lower versus those lows. But again, I know that I'm buying a name that's not really that strong. It got pretty beat up over earnings, so I'm not trying to give this name a ton of room. So after I got that first pop the first day, when I bought through 230, it rips like $5 or $6. I'm like, this is a break-even stop. It's this. I know this trade is more like a shot. It's not one that I'm gonna catch perfectly and ride it back to 360. So it was just like I had going into it was $5 risk. Day one, it started to work, and I'm like, okay, break even stop. If it continues to go higher, great. If not, I'm out. So this was kind of like this this ALGN, where if Tom does want to buy it, you got to when you buy through 190, it's tough to give it 20 points versus the low. So then it's like, do you give it 10 points? You try to get that turn break even stop. So those were kind of those, the Ulta lesson was similar to this, what this ALGN can be. And then Baba is just kind of, me being pissed off that I lost $1 per share when it really should have been break even.
Yeah.
Those are the two main ones for the week. What about you?
I didn't have a ton going on last week. We're in this Momo. This will be the bad trade. Now the setup was there. Everything looked great. The one thing we did well with it was so we bought right over that pivot. I started buying like 35.75. Kept it pretty tight. We got a pop 237 on the second day. And the one thing we did well with it, I was talking to Heaven and T Fresh, especially with it, where we got it right up the open. It looked like it was going to rage through 37. We're like, oh, this thing's hitting 38, 39. Everyone's so excited. And then a few ticks, it immediately ticks down like 50, 60 cents. And so quickly, everyone goes quiet in the chat. You can hear a pin drop, metaphorically, if you will. And then we get, because 60 cents in a $30 name, you're feeling that if you have any size. So then we get another pop, like 50 cents back to highs. And we're all like, oh, sold some, took a third off. Da, da, da. So at least we paid for the trade. But as soon as that China trade war stuff came out, late Friday, this thing got sold so hard. So pretty much break even, maybe a little red on the trade. Nothing special there. And then the good trade was, it was today actually. It was only I was getting like this FTNT. So I highlighted this in the shakedown. It's at a huge inflection point. And the way it closed Friday below the moving averages, the hammer looking to the downside, I was actually looking to get short this name. But I knew it was at an inflection point, so I was being flexible. I wasn't rigid in my theory or my trade hypothesis. I was kind of going to let the price action dictate. That's the one thing I did really well. So I was watching that 78 super support run off the open today. And I saw sellers try to hit the bid really hard, and the buyers were just very present, and it just exploded upwards off the open. So I bought a little bit around 79 just against that 78, and I think it looks really good for an add through 80 tomorrow. Even if you're not in the trade, I think it's good to buy through 80 tomorrow. It's such a tight inflection point. So I set myself up for really well. And the thing I did well was being flexible. It was like, all right, I see the buyers there at major support. Take this thing long on tight risk. And, now I have a really good opportunity tomorrow to add some heavy size through that 80.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that with you. I hate to be the damper, but your camera went black again.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right, so like nothing ever happened. What the fuck are we talking about?
I think we're on Book of the Week.
Oh god, I think we're the worst fucking YouTubers in history.